Good afternoon, friends. My name is Abraham Samuel, and I am associated with the ASC Legal since the last 2 to 3 years. And I look after most of the HR functions of the legal firm. One of them being recruitment. Now, I am an HR professional with more than 30 years of experience in Japanese giants. In Japanese companies, I worked for more than 20 years, and in other Indian companies, I worked for about 10 years. So it's been a very enriching work experience for me all through. And after my retirement, I have associated with ASC Legal, and I'm contributing my bit for this legal firm. And one thing that I find as a challenge in managing HR in legal firms is recruitment. As I said, that recruitment of competent and skilled lawyers is not an easy job. It so happens that while a lot of things are written on the CV, when you actually face the interview, things come to light. Getting the right man for the right job is another challenge. And it has often been seen that while the person apparently seems to be very competent and very capable, when it actually comes to operation brass tacks, the person may falter. So we need to be very careful while taking the person, because mainly the lawyer who comes must have a good knowledge about his or her subject. Now, you need to fit the person in the right job. An arbitration lawyer should be put for arbitration only and not for handling criminal cases. Likewise, somebody who's very adept or skillful at labor cases cannot manage arbitration. So, each skill that is there needs to be utilized to the best in that particular field. So that is one point that we always need to take care of. So while we receive a lot of applications from different kinds of lawyers, we need to pick the right candidate. Secondly, apart from the skill, we need to see the attitude of the candidate. The candidate, in which courts is he or she comfortable handling cases. For example, if somebody is comfortable in handling at the lower courts like Patiala House or district courts, and if we send him or her to a higher court like a High Court or a Supreme Court, the person may not be able to handle the issues. So we need to also see the emotional and the attitudinal level of the candidate concerned, whether he or she has that kind of a competence and an attitude to face senior level judges in higher courts. So putting these two together, the skill and competence of the person in terms of knowledge and the attitude, we have to form an opinion about the person concerned and put him on the job. So this is not an easy job, because it involves a lot of deliberations, lot of assessments, and so we put him or her on probation, trials, try him or her out, send him to courts, how he manages different situations. These things are very important for us. Once we are very sure that the person can independently handle situations in the courts, then we put the matter to rest. In addition to that, he or she should be adept at back-end work also, like framing of legal documents and preparing the arguments. These are the kind of issues that we need to see how competent he is in terms of paperwork also. Because a good lawyer not only needs to speak out in the courts, but he should be very skillful, adept and competent in managing his paperwork so that he can face the situations.